take a moment to be vulnerable and say, this is something that I want. This is something that I deserve. It might be as simple as my name is great. It might be as simple as I'm more than enough. Be vulnerable in this moment. The first thing that comes to your mind, put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. Taking just doing that is an act of being vulnerable. Me saying I'm always saying I want to be a billionaire. And it sounds crazy to somebody who's like, girl, you know you're not gonna be a billionaire. You know how crazy it is to become a billionaire? Like, it doesn't happen every day. But if you don't say it, if you don't put it out into the air, it's never gonna happen. You have to be vulnerable to say it. Like, you know that people are gonna look at you sideways and be like, that chick is not about to be a billionaire. And that's okay. I can still say it. I can be vulnerable and say, I want to be a billionaire. I can be vulnerable and say, I do want to marry. I can be, people are going to talk about you no matter what, good, bad, and different. If your weight is up, if your weight is low, if you're making money, if you're not making money, if you're following your dreams, if you're not following your dreams, if you're in school, if you're not in school, if you get on the podcast and you only have one person that listens to you, if you get on the podcast and you have 10,000 people that listen to you, if your business is doing good, if your business is doing bad. I have found that the more authentic that I am, the more that I show up, the more vulnerable I am, that's when I get the most engagement, the most um, love, appreciation, the most connection. And yet it's the one thing that we like to keep personal and to ourselves. Dr. Alicia, you were getting ready to say something and I cut you off. I apologize. What were you about to say?
No, I mean, oh God, I got a lot of things to say, but I'm loving this last piece that you're saying. And it is what you want to set your intention for. I mean, the most courageous thing you can do is to be an entrepreneur. I understand this process. It is so courageous. And and it's not just the money that you focus on your gifts and your talents. So every day when I wake up, I say, okay, what can I do today to serve my clients, and how can I be the best servant, be of service to my clientele, and I only focus on that. And next thing I know, I look at my checking account. I'm like, whoa, there are people coming to me. I'm booked and busy right now. But I'm not necessarily focusing on a dollar amount, so to speak. I'm just focusing on doing the best I can be and doing the best that I can in the work that I feel like I'm born to do. So it is that entrepreneurs are connected to their purpose in life. And if you just focus on that connection of purpose in life, all the rest of it is going to come or it's going to go. And I love that you talk about ups and downs. Understand that ups and downs is normal. So just expect it. Things are going to ebb, things are going to flow. Do not tie your worth and your happiness to whether things go up or down or not, because it's just unrealistic. You have to know how to ride the waves. Just understand when the stock market is down, usually that's the best time to buy. When it's up, that's the best time to just applaud yourself for making a good decision. You did it right. So it's just always keeping that there's nothing ever against you. So, if you have an argument with your partner, don't look at it where this relationship is going to hell in a handbasket. Say, you know what? This is a great opportunity to learn about this person. What is it that I need to learn about you that I haven't quite figured out? Always look for the spin of the positivity in your relationships. I think that'll get you far. Even if you're nervous about making a mistake in your business, you're gonna make a mistake. Always make a mistake, but just go, okay, I ain't gonna do that again. Let me pivot. Let me move this way. Let me adjust. Just look at it as an adjustment and a lesson learned. Be grateful for everything that comes your way.
Vulnerability is being afraid,
Mm-hmm.
being scared, having fear, and doing it anyways,
Anyway.
saying it anyways, and showing up for yourself anyways. If you say, I want a husband, I want a wife, and then you do the things to go and have a husband or a wife, some of the things in the chat. What did they say? I want to be enough. Oh, Brandy says, I want to be enough. First of all, you
You
already
are
are.
enough.
You already are enough. You already are enough. And you have to first of all, let me back up. Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing. I want to be enough. even just saying that out, I literally just got chills on my arms, because I believe sometimes speaking it lets you hear somebody else say, I've been where you are, sis. I've been in a place where I felt like I wasn't enough. And then I had to go and do things to not prove to myself that I was enough, but to affirm to myself that I am enough. Right. And so there's a vulnerability in being able to say it, and then also being able to pursue it. As a strategist, I deal with people every day who are struggling to vocalize and or put pen to paper what it is that they want to do, and they play small, and I have to pull it out of them like, no, let's get to the real thing. I want to make 500, I want to make, $5,000 in my business this month. How much are you making right now? About 3,500. And all you want to do is make 1,500 more? Well, I really want to make 10. Well, why didn't you say 10? Well, I didn't think I could do it. No, be vulnerable and say you want to make 10. And when you say 10, I'm gonna push you to say 15. Be vulnerable. I have a girlfriend who's dating, and she's like, I'm just looking for a friend. No, you're not. You're looking for a husband. Yeah, but you can't tell a man you're looking for a husband. Why not? Like, if you're out here just dating for friends, you're going to keep getting friends. Be vulnerable and say, I am looking for a husband. We have to start speaking up for the things that we want and being vulnerable. Athena, I have to believe you see this in the financial world when you're dealing with people and they're talking about either their financial literacy or how much money they want to make or how much money they want to save. What are you seeing in the financial world with people with money around vulnerability, and then how are you helping them?
I think that fear is going to show up at all aspects of life, whether it comes to health, wealth, all those aspects. When it comes to wealth and money, I feel, especially since I focus a lot on women, even though the advice can apply to anybody really, there's a fear of I'm not smart enough, or I can't learn this, or to manage their finances on their own is a fear, because a lot of us have this concept that, our partner is just going to just take care of that side. There's a fear that we can't learn how to invest. There's a fear that we can't start a business, or it's going to be too much work, or is that something that you want to do? There's a fear in not being able to afford the things that you want in life. Right now, there's a fear around, am I going to be able to keep up with even the cost of living, right? Everyone's kind of feeling that pinch. So with fear, and what I have learned as being a sensational human on this planet Earth, is that the fear is going to meet you at any point in life, at all facets of life. And the only way to get through it is through the fear. And what I've noticed that helps with fear is just coming up with a plan on how you're going to tackle that issue. Just come up with a plan alone reduces the anxiety in the first place, but executing a plan or a strategy around whatever it's the fear, whether it's your finances, whether it's your love life, having that kind of clarity. So if it's your love life, you might want to talk to Dr. Alicia, honey, because she will help you with all that vulnerability and the things that we're talking about. If it's around your business or your finances, you can talk to me or Dr. Lene, right? So having a strategy and having a plan on how you're going to approach things helps to reduce the fear, because the fear is from the unknown.
I love this. I'll jump in. I really love this, Athena, because fear is a wonderful thing. Worry is a great thing, because it is you protecting yourself. And if you go to any one of us and we sit down with you and we come out with a plan, then the fear should go away. Fear is a signal to you that you need to come up with a plan. But once you have a plan in place and you still have fear going on, that's residual fear. That's where you need to start thinking about, okay, I have a plan in place.